Jose was and still is a phenomenal coach. When I arrived at Chelsea in 2004, this is a guy that had a clear vision of how he wanted to work. He had this incredible charismatic way with players, with people. And I learned so much from his attention to detail. I think when he worked in Barcelona, he worked with a lot of coaches and a lot of people that were very based around the detail, and he was able to pick up from that. I picked that up from him. I always was a hard worker. I'd always spend hours upon hours poring over stuff. What I got from Jose was how to formulate all of that in a very clear methodology, and just how I was growing up, you're either a coach or a manager. And that's all I ever heard. Well, what do you want to be? Do you want to be a coach or a manager? And when I went into Jose, I seen a guy who was both. I seen a guy who was out on the field. He would be tactical, he'd be technical, he would test the players psychological, but he would also manage them. So I seen a guy who was a fusion between both, and that was how I'd always seen it. But I never ever, one, had the maybe the role model, but two, I never really seen enough examples of that. But now all of a sudden I was a guy who I could see it right in front of my eyes. And he was hugely respectful, Jose. For me, again, no big background, and maybe there was a rapport there because he never was the same. But he showed me a lot of respect in my role, gave me so much time, and he was great on the human side. He just made you feel great, and the environment that he created, especially that first 3 odd years. It was a remarkable environment to be in, to be challenged, but also about, again, going back, it was elite. This was top level players every day, challenging each other, competitive, working hard, and winning. And I actually realised later on in my career, Matthew, that not everyone can be like that. Because when I first went into Watford as a manager, I brought with me this environment, this mentality into Watford to challenge players with. I was doing totally the wrong thing because they needed support. And I realized that sometimes it's only that very, very high level that have that real belief that you can really challenge, because they have that unswerving belief in their ability that they can rise to the challenge. Lots of other players, it's about the support, it's about the massage, it's giving them the instructions at the right moment, as well as challenging. But the very elite players, it's a different mindset.